The breaking news.
Hello everyone and welcome back to All Transfer News. Today we've got the latest updates on our beloved club, Liverpool. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a moment of Liverpool transfer news. Let's get started.
Alexander Isak. Liverpool told how to ignite star alongside Ekitike, as Sweden coach explains Gyokeres' role Liverpool boss Arne. Slot has been handed an intriguing pointer from Sweden manager Jon Dahl Tomasson on how best to integrate Alexander Isak into his side alongside Hugo Ekitike. The Scandinavian coach, who manages Isak at international level, revealed he has faced a similar challenge when attempting to partner the Liverpool new boy with Arsenal forward Viktor Gyokeres. The Reds smashed the transfer record on deadline day, finalizing a £125 million, €144 million, $167.5 meters move for Isak. The 25-year-old has arrived at Anfield with the weight of expectation that comes with such a fee, though Slot must now carefully manage his attacking options. Ekitike has already made an immediate impression since his own summer arrival, netting 3 times in 4 matches, leaving some to wonder if Isak will have to bide his time. Others insist that Liverpool did not invest such an extraordinary sum for Isak to watch from the bench. That means Slot will almost certainly need to find a way to play both strikers without upsetting the balance of his system. Tomasson, dealing with the same question for Sweden, has been quick to defend the idea that top-class forwards can thrive together. When I first took over, people kept saying Isak and Gyokeres couldn't be in the same Tomasson recalled. But of course they can. Great players can always complement one another. It's up to the coach to set the stage where both can shine. So far they've been outstanding. They're both fantastic characters, a joy to coach, and their love of scoring is obvious. They live for goals. Pressed on the similarities between his 2 forwards, Tomasson explained that their runs are equally dangerous, but differ in execution. A dynamic Liverpool may see replicated between Isak and Ekitike. They're among the very best in the world at running in behind, he continued. Gyokeres attacks the channels with unbelievable quality, while Isak's straight runs behind defenders are exceptional. One looks to dart directly through the middle, the other prefers to drift wider before cutting in. If we control the game the way we want, they'll each get several good chances per match. With their finishing ability, the goals will follow. Remembered in England for his stint with Newcastle, and later as Blackburn boss, also acknowledged the natural rivalry between strikers. Every forward wants to outscore his partner. Just football. They thrive on it. Slot will, no doubt, take encouragement from those words as he looks to forge a strike partnership that can fire. Liverpool's title defense. While some pundits predict Ekitike may feel overshadowed, Slot is unlikely to spend record money. Without a clear vision of how both attackers fit into his plans, Isak's turning point at Newcastle. Alexander Isak's move to Liverpool was confirmed on deadline day, ending his spell with Newcastle United in dramatic fashion. Reports suggest that his motivation to remain at St James Park began to fade after his decisive strike against Liverpool in last season's Carabao Cup final. That goal delivered Newcastle's first domestic trophy in decades, and insiders claim Isak felt he had already achieved his main objectives with the club. Although he went on to help secure Champions League football, his desire to leave only grew stronger. Newcastle reportedly offered him a lucrative new deal, including a release clause worth between £120 million and £130 million. And Conor Jamie Rubin even visited the striker at home to persuade him to stay one more season. Isak, however, made it clear he had no intention of continuing in the Northeast. With the situation becoming untenable, Liverpool swooped in to complete a record-breaking deal, making Isak the 6th major signing of their summer rebuild. Speaking after his unveiling, the Swede said, "It's been a long road to get here, but I'm overjoyed to join this club. To represent Liverpool and everything it stands for makes me proud, and I can't wait to get started." On why he chose Anfield, Isak added, "It's about what Liverpool are building, not only the future, but also building on top of an incredible history. For me, it's about creating more history here. I want to win trophies, and that's what drives me." I feel this is the perfect place to grow as a player and push myself to a higher level while helping the team succeed.
Manchester United update.
Transfer moves, goalkeeping shakeup. And future talents Galatasaray are still on the hunt for a new goalkeeper after failing in attempts to sign both Ederson and Emiliano Martinez. Meanwhile, Manchester United opted not to appeal their Carabao Cup exit. Despite League Two side Grimsby Town fielding an ineligible player in their surprise second-round victory, midfielder Clark O'Dear was registered just 1 minute after the deadline. But the EFL handed Grimsby only a £20,000 fine. United, who had 5 days to contest the ruling, decided against taking action, fearing backlash from rival fans and wanting to avoid winning on a technicality rather than merit. Instead, the club quietly accepted the shootout defeat, even as fans called for them to push for reinstatement and a third-round tie against Sheffield Wednesday. Welbeck return considered, but age was a factor during the summer. United explored the idea of bringing back former striker Danny Welbeck, with reports indicating that a 2-year contract had even been drafted. Welbeck, a United Academy graduate, impressed at Brighton last season, finishing joint top scorer in the league alongside Joao Pedro and Kaora Mitoma with 10 goals. However, concerns over his age, he turns 35 in November, led Sir Jim Ratcliffe to pull back. While a 1-year deal with an optional second year was discussed, no formal offer materialized, but the club's focus on younger forwards like Matheus Cunha, Brian Namo, and Benjamin Zacco, the Welbeck move was ultimately shelved. Sen Lamens joins goalkeeping battle begins. United made a major move on deadline day by signing Belgian goalkeeper Sen Lamens from Royal Antwerp in a deal worth around 18.2 million plus add-ons. The 22-year-old arrives with strong potential and is expected to challenge for the No. 1 shirt. Immediately, transfer expert Ben Jacobs noted that the situation is relatively open, with current first-choice Andre Onana under scrutiny after a string of unconvincing performances, most recently in the Carabao Cup defeat to Grimsby. Altay Bander has started all 3 Premier League matches so far, but has yet to win over supporters. The addition of Lamens adds real competition to the position, which manager Ruben Amorim has been actively seeking. Club director Jason Wilcox called Lamens an excellent young goalkeeper with great potential, while the player himself described the move as a dream come true. Interestingly, United chose Lamens over proven Premier League shot-stopper Emiliano Martinez, who's now being pursued by Galatasaray. Garnacho exit. Shea Lacey emerges. United also dealt with a significant outgoing as Alejandro Garnacho completed a move to Chelsea following a fallout with manager Amorim. The academy